Just thought I would try going live again, just working out the kinks on this platform. I'm using Restream, which is a streaming platform or a streaming application that allows me to live stream on multiple platforms. It's pretty awesome. I'm learning how to use it. Has all kinds of neat stuff. Um, it's next level, man. It's next level. Anyway, just doing some experimentation and orientation on this new technology that I'm learning about. Uh, I can't even I can't even explain to you like all the gadgets and goodies and widgets that this thing has, but it has the potential to help me build something very class act, very professional looking. Right now, it's like sitting in the cockpit with my feet on the pedals and my hands on the stick and the throttle, just sitting there learning how it feels without turning on any switches or firing up any systems, just sitting in it. And that's what I'm doing right now. Um Gosh, there's so many things I could talk about. We could definitely talk about the weather. La Nina is in action right now. As far as it's wet here in the Bay Area. Thank goodness. We've had such a dry spell, and who knows how long this is going to last. They said the El Nino lasts like 7-year cycle. Maybe I don't know if we're going to have a 7-year cycle. I'd love to just have a regular annual seasonal cycle that looks like 4 distinct seasons here in the West Coast. It's been a long time, um, a long time, and so like there's no denying like global warming is global warming, and it's not something made up by people who are alarmist. It's like it's a thing because half of California or half the West Coast was on fire, for the past 5 years or so, and um, my beloved lost her house last summer, so it's intense, man. Um, What else is going on? Well, right now I've got an 11-year-old in the back of the house practicing his trumpet, which is exciting. Um, he's come a long way in just a few short weeks of daily practice. His tone quality has improved. Yay, Alexander. What else is going on? Hmm, not much else. I'm just learning how to step up and step into uh, back into the world through media. I've been kind of in the cave, as Joseph Campbell would call it, doing my shadow work for the past 12 years, or going through my whole healing process. And I am looking forward to stepping out and engaging with you all, um, renewed and refitted to deal with or to interact with you all in a way, in a much more improved way. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I've gone through a lot of healing work, and I've become, not only have I become older, but I've also become wiser. And I don't know if I've gotten any smarter, though. I think I have, but we'll see. There's always folks smarter than me. Um, yeah, I see one person watching. If you're watching, send me a chat. Send me a hello. I don't know who you are, so I just see there's like one person on Facebook. Thanks for hanging out. Um, you should be able to chat with me on this platform. I should be able to see it. That's one of the cool things about this. I paid for this, by the way. So this kind of thing, it's it's an upgraded version of a free. You have different levels, and this is a paid version, which allows me to do a lot more, which I don't know how to do yet, but that's fine. And I can ramble, I suppose. One of the things, there's things that I want to talk about as far as topics of discussion or shared information or ideas that inspire introspection, because I really want to help people. I really want to help people get to thinking about themselves. I want to help you think about yourselves. We're a Homo sapiens sapien, which means that hominid that can think about thinking. So the key to self mastery or at least manageability is to really get into introspection and develop self intimacy, self understanding. So in the military, we talk about situational awareness and also situational understanding. So situational awareness, the enemy is over there in the bushes. Okay, we're over here on this side. Situational understanding is they outnumber us 3-1. Probably not a good idea to go in there guns blazing. So understanding the situation. Now that's that's just a military anecdotal kind of example, but it's that the principles can be applied in all aspects of life. So understanding your situation takes introspection, really, and analysis and examination. You can be aware, but really understanding and applying an accurate meaning to what's going on in your life or where your situation is will help you make better decisions, more mindful. It's about mindfulness, mindful decisions, which are going to be truly in your best interest and not work against your best interest. So talk about things like that. One of those things could be, like, for instance, I want to pose a question and have a discussion about it, or at least ramble about it for a while. Is how do you or how have you created your family of origin in your life? Family of origin is the family that you grew up with in the home: mom, dad, grandparents, siblings, step parents, whatever the case is. So whoever you grew up with in your home, those personalities and those types of interactions, how have you recreated that in your adult life? Because guess what? We do. Think about it. It could be a boss, it could be a coworker, it could be your romantic partner, it could be maybe your friends. And if you juxtapose them to your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your mother, and and it, like, we do this, and there's a reason why, and I won't get into that right now, but it's just something that I want to, just an example of some of the things that I want to get into in further discussions as I move forward and develop this platform or this little thing. You know, I can talk about just about anything intelligently or from a place of knowledge. Not everything, but a lot of things. I know a lot. I know a little bit about everything and a lot about a few things. And I can definitely go into depth about a few things. I can talk about history, specifically, like World War II, for instance. Studied World War II since like I was 7 years old. Have very, very strong emotional and soul ties to that generation, to that time period. And aviation, military aviation, more specifically. I was a tanker in the Army, so I love tanks. That doesn't mean like I'm the tank god, tank authority. I can tell you about my tank, and I can tell you about my tanking experiences. And but those experiences are also outdated because the technology has advanced. The tanks of today's M1 Abrams tanks are not the same as the Abrams tank that I was riding on almost 20 years ago. God, it's been that long. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting into more discussions about different topics, and really want to focus on helping you all develop your healing journey or your relationship with yourself, expanding, being progressive and expansive in your walk on this earth to the time when you transition out of your body and into the ether, to heaven or the universe or wherever you go, right? Wherever we go after this. So I've spent a great deal of time doing that work with myself. I am by far nowhere near finished. I will never be finished until my heart stops beating, then I'll be done. But I've come a long way, and I have a lot to share, and I'd like to share it with you all, and inspire you to share with others, share with me, and also laugh and have fun. It does, some of this stuff is heavy though. It's heavy content, man, because um, one of the biggest shifts in situational understanding that I've had was when I came to understand that I am not my experiences. I am not my history. I have definitely been shaped by these experiences I've had. They've helped shape me. They do not define me. I get to do that. I define myself. No one else can define me. Now, other people have said that, but it's one thing to say it. It's another thing to hear it, and it's a whole other thing, even more so, to embody that, to take ownership of it, and say, I am who I get to be. I am who I choose to be. I am who I say I am, not what you say I am, because of something that happened. Because we've all done things that we would rather not have done, or we all have wished we had done certain things that we did not do. And we have feelings about that. And I certainly have. But I get to decide who I am. And that's a piece of wisdom that was born, chiseled out of years of deep personal work. And so what I want to do is help other people, help you all with your journey as you go into yourselves, and inspire you to go into yourselves, so that we can be more adept and more skilled in navigating time and space on this planet, especially with all the changes that have taken place in recent times, recent months even, and all the changes that are about to take place as we move into the next, I want to say, the next decade overall, but more intensely and acutely this next year. I want to say within the next 6 to 9 months, even 12 months, we're going to see some very drastic changes on many levels. And all you have to know is the level of change is directly correspondent to the level of discomfort. And we can use our own bodies as a reference, right? So when you're sitting in your chair or you're lying down and you reach a point to where you need to shift your body weight or move yourself a certain way, what happens? You reach a point of intolerance. So we're hitting a point very soon where a point of intolerance. And so when that point is met, we will experience a great deal of shift. We've had a lot of shifting in the last, 6 years, 4 to 6 years. And we're going to have even more as we continue to find that sweet spot as a nation here in the United States, and as a community, the entire world, not just humanity, but as a community, all of living creation, because the stakes are very high right now. But I don't think we have much to worry about if we shift accordingly, which I believe we will. And I'm kind of getting into it already, and I wasn't going to get too deep into it, but it is just like a rambling, no specific topic here, but the intention is to connect. This is a practice, and it's just a few moments of time just to kind of, you can pop in and pop out, check it out, go about your day. Nothing really eye-catching, or nothing really of that great of value right now, but I intend to bring more to you in the future. So I just want to thank you all for just stopping by for a moment and connecting with me, even if it was just to see what I'm saying, find out what I have to say, or just to connect with me because you see my face, which I really appreciate you doing that. And I look forward to connecting with you in more specific and intentional ways in the coming days ahead. Thank you very much.